So today we're going to be doing a few tasks that get progressively more and more dangerous. The first one are with some wasps here in this barn. Next we're going to check on our bees. We've got some honey to harvest, one last harvest this year before we leave the rest for winter. Lastly, we've got a big hornet's nest at a neighbor's house that we need to take care of.
It's stinging all over us now.
Let's get started with these wasps. All right, so that nest right there is a problem. There's about 15 wasps on there. So this will give me a little prep for our hornet adventure that we're gonna go on, because we've got a little shop vac here. We're gonna get all suited up in our bee suit. I'm gonna see if this will work for sucking these guys out so I don't have to spray them here in this corner where we have some of our gear in the garage. So some people are gonna ask, why don't you just leave these wasps alone? Do they really bug you in any way? And these wasps, not necessarily, but we've had some in the garden this year that have stung Becky. I've had some in the cow barn that have stung my hand, and so there's times that they just catch us off guard and we just can't risk having them around because they are just a threat to us and our kids. All right, well here is their nest, and smallest of the few we're gonna deal with. We're gonna have some big honeycomb tomorrow with the bees, and then we're gonna have a pretty huge hornet's nest. So we'll compare these all, but looks like this still would have produced a ton of wasps, probably 20, 25 of them when they were all done, so I'm glad we took care of it. Today's video is sponsored by EcoFlow, and they sent us just the thing we need to do our daring little project with some hornets. Got the EcoFlow Delta 2 here. This thing is gorgeous. You can power it up from a car, from an electrical outlet, or we've got this solar panel from EcoFlow. With its unique 1 to 3 kilowatt-hour expandable capacity design, the Delta 2 is flexible with on-demand energy to keep your appliance running for whatever you need or as a home backup. It has power without overloading by running over 90% of your appliances while powering up to 15 devices simultaneously. And it charges incredibly fast, from 0 to 80% in just 50 minutes and from 0 to 100% in 80 minutes. It's 7 times faster than other power stations on the market. And it uses the LFP batteries, the same that Tesla uses, to produce the longest lasting battery with over 3,000 life cycles, which is over 6 times the industry average. It has smart control through Wi-Fi and Bluetooth by connecting to your smartphone to watch your energy usage and adjust settings through the EcoFlow app. It'll come in handy today as we power our projects with the bees in the field and with hornets in a tree. I've got just the thing to test this. We've got something with our bees and we've got something with the hornets. Got our extractor here. It's pretty heavy. Let me switch places with the camera here. So our goal with our extractor at some point is to have maybe a bee harvesting cabin. It'll be a processing place for our chickens and turkeys, things like that. So it's a good test for if we can do this away from this garage. All right, so we're pretty close to the hives. They're right over there. So our 7 hives are right over there, right within distance of here. So we can take out frames, extract the honey, and then take it right back and put it back in, and we don't have to get any other frames for them. All right, so we've got our extractor in here. We're first gonna extract the honey from our first 3 frames that we got about a week ago. We came out and grabbed some from the blue hive on a day that I was doing some work. That's getting pretty warm. So we got a new tool that'll get hot here. This is a hot knife. We'll be able to cut through the honey. Honey's coming right down into the extractor. That is cool. Oh, that's beautiful. That's pretty good on frame number 2. Okay, 3 bees have found us so far. Look at all that honey. Look at that. You see that, Uriah? Yeah. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. All right, so we've got our 3 frames ready down here. We've got our EcoFlow Delta 2 out here at 99%. All we've ran so far is the hot knife. So now let's see if we can run the extractor and actually run this out here this close to the bees. They're all the same size frames, so hopefully it should stay pretty stable. Still at 99% over here. Say something, Uriah.
Stop it.
You having fun, Isaiah? Yes. We ran that for about a minute, only took 1% off. It's at 98%. That side, or the outer side, it did all of it. The inside, we need to flip it around and take care of the inside now. So down there in the bottom, you can see all the honey sitting down there. So we're gonna close this up. We're starting to attract a lot of attention from the bees. I knew they'd probably come at some point, but I didn't know they'd find me this quickly. So the EcoFlow went down 2%. So at that calculation, we could run this extractor for an hour, hour and a half out here in the field. So that's pretty awesome to see. We're gonna keep running it through that, but we're gonna have to take this a little further away from the bees. So we checked all of the hives and found 2 more cap frames in the yellow hive for a total of 5 frames to harvest today. We left the Langstroth and Flow hives to grow more honey for next year. All right, so now we're ready to filter the honey. It's gonna come out of the extractor, go down through this filter, down into this tub here. So we want to thank EcoFlow for providing the Delta 2. I think you guys will love it. It's more than just a home appliance. It's for daily use, for outdoor, for travel, and it's a handy and eco-friendly way to provide power for your family. So just check out the link in our description for all of EcoFlow's green energy solutions. And if you order in the next week, after September 16th, you'll get a free waterproof bag with the Delta 2. So we're about to go take care of this hornet's nest, and I don't know how this is gonna go. I've never dealt with hornets before, but it looked like an interesting challenge, and I'd love to help out a neighbor. And we've got our bee suits. I think we'll be fine. We've been doing some research. We've watched a lot of Hornet King, and I think we can handle this. So the plan is we're gonna go up on a ladder. We've got our shop vac. We're gonna power that with our EcoFlow Delta 2. Eli's gonna go up on one ladder to assist.
Oh, they're going after us now. See me up here. Oh, whoa.
Watch what I'm doing, have my back, and I'm gonna go up on the other ladder. I'm gonna start with the shop vac. I'm gonna start vacuuming out any of the hornets. As soon as we either get them all or get most of them, then we'll start to take the nest down. We'll be able to have a look at it. Hopefully we don't destroy it too much, so we're able to check it out, see it up close. I've never seen one of these nests up close, so that'll be really interesting. But stinging the phone. The main thing, we help our neighbor, make things a little safer for them, and we're able to learn a new skill today. And so I think this is gonna be pretty exciting. You scared at all?
Kind of.
All right, there's our nest right there. So we're just about set up. We're gonna get our 2 ladders in place, and that'll probably start stirring up the bees because they're gonna know we're getting close, so. They're stinging all over us now. I just feel it grabbing them one at a time. They're stinging my iPhone case. They're stinging the suit. I haven't felt anything yet, but I'm afraid they're going to get my face. You doing all right? I think we've gotten about 50 so far with the vacuum. Grabbing each one as they come out of the... Definitely stay back and hide when I'm covering right at the hole. So I've got to pull it back just a little bit to let them out.
There's the nest right up there. We're sweeping that out so we won't have to worry about them again.
All right, so we're almost done here. We've gotten probably a few hundred at this point. They really tried to sting my case there, the phone case. And so we've got, probably 10 or 15 left flying around that we need to wrap up, and then we'll be able to take the nest down.
We're almost done. We got maybe a couple left before there's no more of them coming out. Just all flying around. Maybe 2 or 3. I saw 5 saucers. 65%.
55?
65.
Oh yeah, I can see the comb in there. Okay, that's quite a bit. That's bringing them out. Let me come back up and get the rest of these guys. All right, got it detached. All right, we got it cut down. That's amazing.
I can look at it if you want. There's what they're working on in there.
That is interesting. I think we pulled out about 300 hornets from there, and there's still another 5-10 flying around. So we've got the nest here. Somebody else is going to come pick up the nest because they've got an appreciation for it. So we were able to preserve it at least. Isn't that cool, Eli? You want to hold it for a sec? Let me get a picture with you with it.
Whoa,
Pretty heavy?
But half that's branch.
Yeah, that's hard to tell if it weighs 5 pounds or if that's the branch. I don't know. So looking back on taking care of the hornets, it definitely was one of the scarier things we've done, but I was definitely safe, but I was afraid that our suit may or may not protect us and keep us from getting stung. But after the initial wave of the hornets coming out and attacking Eli, attacking the phone, attacking the vacuum, attacking my suit. Okay, guys. So what did you think of working with the hornets?
I was a little crazy.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
So what were you scared of?
I'm scared of the hornets because they can sting really hard. It stung through a case. That was really hard material. So I was kind of scared that if they stung us in the suit, it would go straight through it.
Well, thanks for your help with it.
No problem.
So we're super grateful for the opportunity to get to work with the hornet's nest.
You enjoy this?
Yeah. Oop, didn't mean to throw 2 bales. I didn't think I'd have anything like that come across unless we had something land on one of our trees in our farm. So it was really fun to get to work with that, even though it was such an intense and scary situation. I think it turned out really well. So now I feel better prepared if something like that were to happen on our farm. Hey, Joey. What do you think of bamboo?
All right, now we got this honey to go pour.
All right, me and the boys are gonna start filling these jars up with our honey. We've got lots of honey this time. All right, 3 gallons, and we got 45 jars. We're thinking of maybe 60 jars we'll fill, so we might have to order some more. All right, boys, let's get going. So we got 42 jars. We got a little bit extra, maybe a gallon, maybe a half gallon. So we're gonna keep that for us and family. And so we got 42 to sell on the website. Go on there, it'll go fast. So get on there and get it purchased. So excited about honey.
Yeah! I love honey. See you next time.
Oh my gosh, look at the hot knife I used. These bees that came over from our pear tree, look at them on it. Well, guess we'll wait a while to take that inside.